Hi, welcome to Web Development. We're going to be opening up Dreamweaver and starting a new web page. I've already created a new website by going to in Dreamweaver site and create a new site. I've done that in test website number 1. So I've already done that. When you do that, the pop-up window comes up here. You name your website and you point it to your local site folder which you've created on your desktop. So I've already done that. I've already created my root folder on my desktop by just going to File, Create New File. And inside, there's nothing. So I haven't done anything yet. In Dreamweaver, that's just creating the website folder. It's not actually creating the site. So we'll have to go to Create New. And we can either create a new document and create a blank HTML page, which we code ourselves, or we can start with a starter template, which is what I recommend starting with if it's easier for you. No obligation to start either way you want. I'm going to start on a starter template in a basic layout in a simple grid, and then I'm just going to create that. So what comes up is basically a sample web page, and my navigation around it, I could either look at it straight as a code, and this is the code for the entire page, or I can go in split view, which gives me what it looks like on half of it and the code on the other half, or live view, which is basically what the page looks like on a website. I like to work in split view because it gives me access to the code, and as I'm changing stuff, I can see what the effect is. With it is attached a CSS styling sheet that comes with this starter template, so that's helpful. And what I need to now do is save this page as my first index page, because right now it's called Untitled. So I'll just go File, Save As, and call it Index. Filing nomenclature should be all lowercase letters, no spaces or any strange characters. And it's already pointing to my test website 1 root folder, which is on my desktop. And I save. So if I go to my root desktop now, I look at that and I have the CSS full file that comes with a template, a couple of images, which is really nothing in there, and my index page, which is the website that I've just created. So that's what it looks like. What you could do is add a couple other folders for either working documents or something else, any other folders that you might need while working on your website. However, when you upload your website, it's really just uploading the CSS style sheet, the images, and the actual web pages in HTML format. Okay, so that's basically how a website is started. To create other web pages that you want to attach, well, not attach, but say you're creating 2 or 3 different web pages in your website. Right now we have index as a web page. We can just create a new web page, and this time I'm just going to create a new document, which is an HTML, and I'm going to title this, let's just say blog. It might be a page for my blog, and I'm going to hit create. So right now it's a blank page because it is a blank HTML. I'm going to identify just for myself by in the body of the web page and the tags of the body here. Everything within those 2 tags is what shows up on your website. So I'm just going to create a header with, like, say H1 header, and it already pops up the ending tag, and I'm going to call this blog. And that's it. So I'm going to save that page, File, Save As. Back in my website, this is going to be called blog, in lowercase, and save. So if I go back to my root folder on my web page, I'll have now 2 pages that are part of my website, one called blog and one called index, which is the main page. Okay, so in the index page, I have a style sheet attached to it, but with the blog web page, I don't have a style sheet attached to it. So if I were coding my second page, I'd have to either create a style sheet or maybe use another template if you wish. And that's about starting up a web page and adding pages. Next, we'll have to link the 2 pages and modify this page to look like our planned page.